Hey guys, it's the Sweary Stitcher. If you just stumbled across me in your autoplay and you don't like swearing, you're going to want to go ahead and click off now. It's been a very long time since I did a video, so just figured I would do one. But I'm obsessed with the project that I'm stitching on right now, so it's going to be a Stitch with Me. If you are not a fan of Stitch with Me videos, you don't have to watch. It's not going to bother me, and I'm not going to reveal anything earth-shattering, so feel free to skip. But if you just want to chill and hang out and chat for a while, then cool. Looking significantly homeless today, so you get to be like really, really far away. Currently, I am working on Stony Creek Hometown Afghan. I restarted it and got different fabric. Pause just one moment while I turn those notifications off so that you don't have to hear it. So my phone doesn't just go gunk, gunk all the time. So it's like super annoying. So instead you get to stare at my hand or whatever it put up there. I am drinking coffee. It is like 10 o'clock. Oh, so it's like 11:30, but still, coffee's good. On a Sunday morning, I have been up since 7 with the dogs, and I'm not bitter about that. Not at all. I did take a shower for you guys, so, you're welcome. Okay, so what's been going on? I'm just stitching the balls out of this one because I am obsessed. Even though I'm in the stiage and I'm like 3 weeks behind, I really don't, that doesn't bother me because I just want to stitch on this. And I don't ever want to stitch on this, so I'm going to take it. Anyway, it's early, so if I yawn like that, or if I'm chugging my coffee, oh well. I guess I could show you what I'm working on. So this is one of the buildings, and this is City Hall, and that's all I got to say about that. It's one of the buildings. I am going cross country and doing color completion, and I just really like when I finish color. So my light is balls. It's actually better light for you because you get the window and I get the anemic ceiling fan light. But anyway, I am doing this one on 32 count Joblin in Ice Princess by Under the Sea Fabrics. Fabric is so amazing. Oh my god. So this is the first time I've stitched on Joblin, and I've never seen a more even weave. The holes are like military precise. It's amazing. Check it out. I made a peacock key scissor bob. This is oh fuck. It's not a Bent Creek. Shit balls. I don't know. Fern Ridge? Fern Bluff? Fern Ridge? Something like that. So I did a peyote stitch scissor fob. Fucking love it. It's so pretty. I'm going to mark on my pattern, but it's a working copy. It's okay. Let's see. What do I have to talk about? There's all kind of stuff. But I'm also tired, so there you go. I apologize. This is a lovely 7 chins look. I swear to God, I've lost weight. it was up to 28 pounds, and then I started eating, and now it's at 23 pounds. And then my gym randomly closed. Like, corporate just decided he wasn't doing enough stuff and selling enough of their merch, so they just closed him down and cleared him out like a week ago. So I have no fucking gym. Which sucks because I was making a lot of progress, and I found another gym that I really like, but it's $115 a month. $115. Jesus. 50 was stretching. Like, not that I can't afford it, but damn, that is a lot, and that's a lot to try and get in your budget. So no, I'm not impressed. Which probably makes me an asshole. Whatever. We all knew that. I'm looking at the color key, which is, it's like a master list in each issue of the magazine. Came out in 2004, so it was in every other issue. But anyway, it's a full page. Yeah, color key. And I couldn't find the symbol, and it turns out it's a glisten gloss, rainbows, red, something, I don't know, something I don't have. So I'm not going to do that right now. City Hall. I'll show you right there. Did I show you my piece in this one? I don't know if I did or not. I've tried like 6 times to do this. So anyway, there's what I have. And it is... it's at least 20% done. I think it's probably closer to like 25% done. Yeah. So, anyway, I've gotten a lot done. I'm really fucking tired. Dogs are assholes, if you didn't know. So, they will keep you up at night and get you up at night and... Let's see. What is equal sign? 3072. Beaver gray, very light, blah, 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 blah. This. 3072. Beaver gray, very light. Yes. And this, there's going to be 4 skeins of this used in the entire Afghan. Yay. Lots of gray. Lots of beaver. Anyway, so I don't have a gym. I found a good one. I can't afford it. I just don't want to. I'm kind of biding my time until the new year when gyms have like crazy sales to get you in. Because there's a Gold's Gym right outside my neighborhood, but it's $50 a month for access to the gym, which is bullshit. And the basic classes, like group Zumba and shit like that. But if you want the more like boot camp small group style classes, it's $99 a month. And if it's going to be $99 a month, I might as well go to the gym that I like that's really difficult, that's $115. Also not going to happen. And I know there's like Planet Fitness for $10, but if that's my option, I won't go. I had the nice little... I'm spoiled, basically, because I had a very small group situation where my coach knew me and what I could do, and it just sucks. It just sucks. So, I don't have my gym anymore. Balls. I'll find one, it just takes a while. But anyway, so I want to get into a gym with a steep discount. And hopefully not just the, oh, we'll waive your membership fee or whatever the fuck. like to join, your sign-up fee, because I would rather pay a sign-up fee and have a discount over the entire length of the membership. But you know, I'm a cheap bastard. Economical. That's what I'm going to go with. Economical. Frugal. I want to save money where I can, because then that means that I have money for stitching. And there's a Y in town, and there's an Anytime Fitness not too terribly far away. But also if I have to drive, I know I won't go. And if it's just equipment, I won't go. And I feel like the Gold's Gym is just going to be something that's like your instructor has to wear a mic because there's 100 people in your class. And that does not appeal to me at all. Not after I've had what I've had. So I'm totally fucked. Anyway, I'll get over it, I swear. Maybe not anytime soon. So that's one part. My dad came down to visit, which was cool and also extremely exhausting because my dad is rather twitchy. Rather twitchy. It's he's where I got the anxious side, and so yeah. So anyway, I didn't stitch when he was here, and then I didn't stitch for a week after he left because I was like decompressing still. I'm doing stitch. I'm 3 weeks behind. I don't care because I'm on this and whatever. Yeah. So I have to get back to that at some point. But when I want to stitch on this, I'm going to stitch on this. And I apologize if I'm saying the same things twice. Like I said, I've done this video like 6 times before I found a decent place to put you where you can't see how homeless I am. So, anyway, Dad was down. That was good. Dad is back in Indiana. I am going back in 2 weeks or 3 weeks for the combined extended family Christmas. They're doing Christmas and Thanksgiving in one wallop this year, which is nice because I don't have to choose which one to try and go to, but I do have to try and go to one. Ugh. And everything, all of my like desires to avoid it and everything, it's in my head. It's in my head. It's not that we actually have super conflict or anything like that. It's just I disagree, and so I'm in a rough patch with my mom and my brother. Is what it is. Sorry, I turned the notifications off for that, but I have a game that wants me to come play it, and I don't want to come play it. So it's getting it uninstalled later this week, or later today. Anyway, babble, 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 babble. Yeah, so I'm going up there mid-December. I'm only going for 3 days. A grand total of actually only 48 hours. I'm flying into my hometown and hanging out with one of my friends and her family because I haven't seen them in years and years and years. Like, I don't know. Not a very long time. So I'm going to go hang out with her family. My surrogate grandmother just turned 99 and still lives by herself, and she is a badass. She's amazing. So I will try to stop by there. I don't know if I'll make it or not. I get in early afternoon, so And then I'm going to my extended family get-together Saturday. And then hanging out with my brother, my nephews, my sister-in-law, and my mom. And then heading back Sunday. And I took Monday off work because I'm going to need that time to just decompress and come back down. Talk myself off the ledge, probably. So, family relationships, they're interesting. You change, they don't. You change, they change. It is what it is, but it's complicated, isn't it? I'm trying to string this one piece of floss all the way across the page. I know that's going to bother me, but I tried like tucking under rows of stitches, and I think it's actually getting way too bulky. So now I'm just stringing it along the back. I'm going to sew it under as I go. Anyway, loving Jovelin, so easy to count. It's 32 count, which is smaller than I usually go. Usually like a 28 kind of girl. 28, 14, you know. That kind of range. Oh, I'm going to be like 3 stitches short on thread chicken. Well, 'tis what it is. So, family get together and then back home for Christmas and Mama and Pops, and maybe Mama and Pops are coming down this week. I don't know. I'm kind of angry, as I always am, because I stayed up there too long and Mama fell. And I thought she chipped a bone. And so, you know, that's ungodly painful, right? And if they were here, they wouldn't have been in snow. You know? So, I was bent out of shape. What are you gonna do? I always wish they would just come down here at first snow and stay. Because they have no reason that they need to stay up there in winter. And Mama has all of her friends up there, and I get it. But it's also dangerous and not good for them, and we just want them to have a home base here. And if you want to live out of a motel, fine, but have a home base where you can keep your stuff and you can be here all winter and save money for when you want to go and live elsewhere or travel. It just makes sense, right? And sometimes that's the biggest problem. It makes sense. So I don't know. Anyway, church is like her social life up there, so. And she legit has friends that she's been friends with since they were in kindergarten. And she's 70 now? What the fuck? My earliest childhood friend is the one that I'm going back to see this next month, that I've known since middle school. And she is always referred to as my best friend back home. Because as somebody said, I want to say it was like Kitten Stitcher, but I don't know. I binge people and then I get confused about who said what, and yeah. But anyway, best friend is a tier for me. A tier of friendship. So there's my best friend back home, there's my best friend here, there's my best friend from college. Yeah. there was my best friend from teaching, but we're not super totally friends anymore, which is weird. Oh well. Teaching was kind of like a different lifetime. A whole lifetime ago. And unfortunately, I found out with teaching that when you move, you find out which ones of your friends were proximity friends. And literally, if you're not within a few miles of each other, you're just not even friends anymore, which was weird and hurts. But I guess I get it. And I've moved a lot, so I found a lot of proximity friends. I have a much better selection of friends now, though, because I have like my tier of best friends that I have collected that I keep up with online because we're all across the country. So I have my best friend from college, and I don't even know how to classify her, because she's I can't say like best friend from teaching. I don't know how to classify her. I had her kid in my kindergarten class, and we struggled a lot. She was Mama Bear. I was Teacher Bear. I was trust me. Just trust me. I have your children. Trust me. I'm stubborn. She's stubborn. We clashed a lot. And then it turned out that we're just the same person. So, the same person with goals for the kids. Yeah. And then I have my two besties here. And so we keep up with each other online and constantly chat back and forth. It started as a virtual craft night, which was not so much like virtual stitchers, because we never did video, but it was like we were all on Messenger and doing crafts at our houses and basically like drinking and texting. But we got to be really close, and so we're all best friends. But we found a tribe, and it's very nice. We text each other all the time, and that's actually, I had to mute the notifications for that conversation because we chat all day long. Is it auto-focusing every time I turn? I'm sorry if it is. That's annoying. Yep, it's auto-focusing every time. Because I guess it finds my face. Here, maybe I'll turn this way so that it can see my face the whole time. Anyway, so I found my tribe there, and then I have my Austin Snarky Stitchers, and I found my tribe there. You gotta find your people. And there's almost, like with cross stitchers, there's almost a template for a cross stitcher. Very similar personalities, and you are not a fan of people, and you're probably have a chronic illness or anxiety disorder or something that keeps you inside a lot. My allergies are bad enough that all of my hobbies are indoors, and I didn't even realize that until I got allergy tested, and everything I'm allergic to is outside. It's basically anything green. So grasses, weeds, and trees. I'm allergic to like 3 varieties of one and 5 varieties of another and 7 varieties of the third one. Right there. Oh, you can see my mug. I'm fucking magical. Sorry if it's been auto-focusing. That's super rude. Anyway, you shouldn't be staring at my face anyway. Just Stitch. It's fine. I'll just talk to you like you're here. Which doesn't make me sound neurotic at all. Bella is currently snoring. We had a bit of a scare last weekend. She had an upset tummy and like really, really, really upset tummy. So we ended up at the emergency vet because it was scary. And we were at the emergency vet for an hour and a half in the lobby, and nobody, like, a vet came out and asked us like 4 questions and then was like, oh, okay, cool. So when I have room in the back, I'll come get you. And then we didn't see her for like we didn't see her again. So anyway, in that entire hour and a half, she was not sick at all. And it was very clearly something in the air because 4 or 5 other dogs came in that time with the same thing that she had. And I know because one of them did it on the floor in the lobby. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what Bella's doing. Exactly. So we were pretty confident then that she wasn't dying, so it's okay. And we went home and she slept through the night. But I haven't been able to get it under control by myself. So I ended up taking her to the vet on Wednesday and doing a drop-off appointment. So the vet could see her whenever. And so she's on her standard, like, I have an upset belly protocol. So she's on Flagyl and Proviable probiotic and the ID digestive care food. And it's working. She never felt bad, because even when she had like crazy upset stomach and was going outside every 20 minutes, she was still jumping around and grabbing toys and playing. So she never acted like she was dying or anything, but I don't know. None of our pets have, and we've been really, really lucky, because both of the pets that we have lost before have been fine until they weren't. And once they weren't, they were gone really, really quickly. They both had cancer, but they felt okay. And, you know, older dogs, older cats, they sleep more. But by the time they showed symptoms, it was, yeah. So anyway, I count that as a blessing because we got to have them and we didn't have to struggle with a decision of when it was time. Because they were fine until their bodies decided that was it. It's a really morbid topic. I don't know how I got on there. I don't know. Oh, because Bella was sick. Anyway, she's fine for right now, and when she is off of the Flagyl, she'll probably get sick again, and it takes, with her, it takes like months to work it out. because she's old. And she actually got to skip her grooming appointment because I don't take a sick kid to daycare. So I emailed them like the night before, which I felt really bad. But I was like, yeah, no, she's sick. And I'm going to keep her home. The boys are fine. Neither of the boys had it. But, so they're bald and like shorn down. Ranger gets a shave down. And he's so dapper and handsome. And then Dusty gets a puppy cut. And he is adorable. So they have short hair, and she is just like ragamuffin Muppet. She's shaggy. But I was talking to a new person on Virtual Stitcher this morning. Hey, Mina. I don't even know if like Mina is the screen name that pops up, so I don't know. But anyway, she was like, oh, her coat is so shiny. And I was like, yeah, we pay a lot for that. We feed really high quality food, and she gets grain free because she gets like the toe fungus, yeast infection between her toes and in her ears and her behind. So she gets grain-free food, and she gets allergy medicine and grain-free pill pockets to deliver that allergy medicine, because what's the point of giving her allergy meds if you're going to give it to her with something that she's allergic to? Yeah. So, as my dad says, these dogs have got the world by the ass. And they really do. They are so well taken care of. I'll go with that over spoiled. They're well taken care of. But anyway, I've rambled on, talked about stuff. It looks like we're a half hour in. As soon as I finish this row, I'll cut it off. Just wanted to pop in and say hey. And hey to Lilith, who watches my videos, and we were on virtual chat the other day. If you did not hear me talk about it in my last video, or this is like the first one that you stumbled across, one, I'm sorry. Two, there's a Facebook group called Virtual Stitchers, and we jump on to Google Hangouts. We have a room that is constantly open, and you just jump on, and when there's someone else in there, you hang out, chat, stitch. Really helps me focus on stitching. I don't stop and screw around on my phone or anything like that. Well, okay, I do, but not like I do if I'm left to my own devices. And keeps me awake too. I don't go take naps in the middle of my stitching. So I get a lot of stitching done there, and it's pretty cool. So if you want to hang out, that's where I am most of the time. If I get out of work early or what have you, I hop on there. Or if Matt is at the shop, I jump on so that I can chat with people and have friends. Not that I don't have friends here, I do. They're not always available to like be in person, especially if I think I only have like a half hour or 45 minutes or something. Or if I plan on having like 2 or 3 or 4 hours and I get a text that an order came in after I've been logged on for like 4 minutes. I don't know. Work is super unpredictable. But That being said, it is the holidays, and typically the housing market slows down over the holidays because everybody's busy. By the way, if you ever want to buy a house, that's when to do it because prices go down. Don't buy a house in summer. Everyone is buying a house in summer, and so they're all competing for the same houses and jacking the price way up. Now, selling a house is exactly the opposite. Sell in the summer when the prices are high and buy in the winter, which seems impossible if you're trying to sell your house and buy another one at the same time. But yeah, you can also sell it in the summer and do a lease back for a few months. That way what you buy is super way cheaper. Yeah. Anyway, tips from someone that sees the real estate market and doesn't know enough to analyze it for you, but just tips. Tips and tricks. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. I'll post this up and I will see you God knows when. Keep it snarky.